for that. Today's news: Noble Harvard is anti-plagiarist, but they are kind of okay with genocide. So we've also got Tucker TV. I believe that Kentucky's sworn their governor, and Lahaina is maybe open for business. So those are some stories that I saw this morning. Good morning, everybody. This is a pilot run. We are.
We're doing something brand new this morning.
Brand new, yeah. So it's taking a few minutes to get everything kind of set up.
Yeah, to get started.
So Deke, you can see our faces are super huge right now. And we got, this is what we got. We're streaming directly from rumble.com. So we are not streaming from Restream and also into Rumble. We are streaming directly to rumble.com, and we're also on YouTube and stuff like that. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that if you go to rumble.com and chit, submit a little chit chat in the comment, we're going to have it here in the show. We're going to have comments and stuff like that. And I think you can do it on YouTube as well. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am JJ. This is rumble.com/JJ. We are your two dads. We meet here every single morning. Oh, there's
it works.
We meet here. It does work. And look at this. We can pin comments, so we can just make sure that right there just never goes anywhere. Oh, I don't know how to pin it here.
I don't like a place this big.
You got to get used to it. Everybody wants to see you. We meet here every morning, weekdays, 8 o'clock ish, and we talk about the day's news. We start our day off. You know what? You can start your day off with sleepy in your eye and a bad attitude because you got out of bed and your body's old and shit don't work anymore. Or you can come hang out with us and talk about the news and laugh at everything that's wrong with the world. Or maybe have a good day. Don't cry. You can cry. It's a safe place.
Ooh, I could do it on that. Here, let's do it this way. So we're going to get to your song of the day.
Yeah.
Because we've got some news that we want to get to, and I found some really funny stuff. Or I found a really cool story. I got a shark story. You like sharks, JJ?
Love sharks.
All right. So I got a cool shark story. So your song of the day, you might see it coming up there on chat because I'm doing it old school, or I'm doing it weird today. Is a song that I have seen. Where's my Rumble studio? Okay. So this is a song that I saw come up with our one-hit wonders. If you go to our Discord server, it's actually not above JJ's head anymore. We'll have to figure it out.
I'll work at that.
Go to the description. Yeah, you'll see it. Go to the Discord server. You can go to our playlist. I have been a DJ for 30 years. I remember songs that you have forgotten, including this one. I sent this to a buddy of mine this morning, and I said, I guarantee, I got a group chat with some buddies from high school. And I was like, I guarantee you, none of you have heard this since 1995. And my buddy messaged me back, and he was like, oh my God. I was like, what is this? Until I started listening to it, and I was like, I remember that song. He said, nostalgia set in. This song is by a band called The Rentals. The Rentals were started in 1994 by Matt Sharp. Since 1994, Matt Sharp has been the only consistent member of The Rentals. They reformed not too long ago. They've had over 20 plus, like 23, 24 members in the band. Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live played keyboards for him for a long time. Yes. So this song was their only hit song. It's called Friends of P. I loved this freaking song when I was out of high school, man. I don't know what it was about. It was just different sounding, and it was cool, and it was different on the radio at the time. Because these kids today don't understand. They have complete access to whatever the crap they want to listen to. The weirdest freaking music, they can listen to it. And we, back then, we did not have access to that kind of stuff. The only weird music we could get was hopefully you had a radio station that ran Dr. Demento's radio show on the freaking weekend, or you didn't get to hear Fish Heads and stuff like that. But the Rentals came out and this song was different. You remember this song? When you're friends with
I
P,
I
and then you're
I
friends with me. You're friends with P.
I feel like I remember this video.
Yeah. Don't the video? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's firing off neurons. It definitely is. So check out Friends of P by the Rentals. That was a
And I
really
like
good
the
band.
I like the videography style of performing the song, but like barely moving.
Yeah, they're just kind of
and
very
which kind of by
1950-ish.
moving very little, and being really really still, it makes you kind of like listen more because you're like, oh, they're not moving very much, but it sounds good. So the dichotomy of the active sound but the inactive screen is pretty.
Now you know why on the songs that I really want you to listen to, I post just the static picture videos.
Yeah,
because I don't want you watching the video. I want you listening to the music in the song. So there you go. There's your song today, "Friends of P" by the Rentals. We're still doing one hit wonders for as long as I'm still finding some great ones. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this song. Tomorrow's song you definitely have heard here recently, not too long ago, because it was featured in the trailer and a very popular movie that we all watched. But it was a one-hit wonder. But it was a band that I listened to all the time, and I had this CD. So you will know the song tomorrow, but you will be like, oh yeah, that's a one-hit wonder. That was out in the 90s.
All right.
There you go, Fred.
Let's see. All right. Now I don't know how this is going to work because I tried to do this a second ago. It didn't. It didn't show you and me and the story. It just showed like the story. So I don't know how this is going to work, but we're gonna try this. I'm still playing. I'm jamming to this song in the background. It's like it's just going on my, and I was like just letting it roll. It's so great. All right, so story of the news. We continue to cover the very exciting fallout from idiot ass Ivy League professionals testifying before Congress that
they have a degree. They have degrees on their wall. They have pieces of paper on their wall, so you don't call them idiots. You, me, man. They
didn't even like, they must not have even like called their friends or texted their friends like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm gonna be like testifying before Congress. I think I'll be on C-SPAN or something, and I don't know what they're going to ask me about. They probably going to ask, a lot of stuff in the news lately has been about, student protests and stuff. So they may ask me about that. And, no, I'm okay with the protests. Genocide. I mean, they're probably not going to ask me about that.
It just depends on the context of the word genocide. I mean, are you going to, like we said yesterday, are you talking about killing them? Or are you talking about killing them?
Right. Yeah. You got to say it like nice, like. So here's the story today. The National Association of Scholars is calling for the removal of Harvard president Claudine Gay. So we know from over the weekend. So for those of you that haven't watched the show religiously for some reason, we know that last week we covered the story that the Harvard, who was it, MIT and Penn, testified before Congress, and each and every one of those dumb shits said that they were pretty much kind of like okay with their students talking about genocide of Jews on campus, as long as it didn't, actually harass anybody. The following day, $100 million donation was removed from Penn, and surprisingly, Liz McGill, president of UPenn, resigned the following day. Like, it's totally shocking. Well, here we are. It seems like Harvard is backing their president, who was up there, Claudine Gay. And okay, let me see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to go. Dupe, share. Here we go. Is it sharing? It's not sharing. So if I put it in presentation mode, it only puts me up. Why are you not up there?
That's all right.
Maybe if you present, it'll be up there. All right. So National Association of Scholars calls for removal of Harvard president Claudine Gay. In an open letter on Monday, NAS said that she botched her testimony before Congress December 5th, where she refused to say that calling for genocide of the Harvard of Jews violated Harvard's policy on harassment, made her unworthy of her administrative position. Well, that's not good. So let's bring that down now. So we'll figure this out. Okay. Yeah. So some people don't want her to have that job. Makes a lot of sense. At Harvard, let's see. I had that story up this morning, but I dropped it. Let me get it back up. Harvard seems to be indeed maybe making some moves to get rid of her, but not because of her anti-Semitism.
No,
Here we go.
no, it's because of something else completely unrelated.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
stealing pens, and she's been doing it for like 30 years. So we had to finally get her. Enough's enough.
We don't want to address that.
We bought enough of these little big ballpoint pens for her. She's been stealing ballpoint pens forever. So
yeah. Let's see. We have a comment here. Where's the plagiarist part?
I'm drinking an energy drink this morning. I don't drink these ever.
What kind of energy drink is that?
It was a rainstorm. It was free this morning in this little 12 days of Christmas app thing.
Sugar? How much sugar has it got?
It has 0 sugar.
That's good.
0 sugar and only 5 grams of carbs for this.
There's some called Bang, like Bang energy drinks that are also like 0 sugar. They're like
there's some that are 0 sugar, but they kind of. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So conservative activist Christopher Rufo and investigative journalist Chris Brunette gave Harvard a possible way to get rid of Claudine Gay without casting a pall over their anti-Israel activism. Plagiarism. They published their research on Dr. Gay's 1997 dissertation Sunday night, claiming they find repeated, nearly verbatim copying of others' work without providing quotation marks or crediting them. So they went back into her dissertation, the thing that got her, the thing that started getting her job in academics, and they found that looks like she's a cheat. So if Harvard can say, plagiarism, that's not, get out of here.
I just have one question.
They don't have to address the anti-Israel genocide stuff. Yeah.
You're just now finding that now?
Well, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about plagiarism as long as you don't get caught, I guess.
That's true. I guess nobody cares. Somebody, if they know you've plagiarized, they just hold it over your head to blackmail your ass until you screw up so that they can control you is what it is. They knew that she had plagiarized. They knew that she had plagiarized when they hired her for president, or when they found out after she was president, and they're like, look, we know that you plagiarized this shit, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave you in position, but you're going to do everything that we say. And if not, we're going to bring this out that you plagiarized, and and I know, and then everybody will know, and you'll lose your damn job. So if you want to keep your job, you play ball. So if you think that that's just a Hollywood freaking storyline that I've made up in my head,
maybe, I don't know. So here's the thing: her dissertation published back in 1997, and it was called "Taking Charge: Black Electoral Success and the Redefinition of American Policies." So maybe somebody knew that she plagiarized, or maybe almost nobody read it. But now we have AI.
You make a very good point there.
You can say, hey AI, here's a dissertation from a student. Has this stuff come up before? And the AI will be like, oh yeah, it's all over the place. So good luck, folks. So I don't know. Maybe they'll get rid of her. Maybe not. Everybody who cares about Harvard's reputation, just go ahead and anyone. Nobody here cares about Harvard. Okay, well, that's too bad.
No, nobody here either.
Let's see.
We got a studio audience. I mean, if you're looking, JJ's got his studio audience. I have my studio audience here in Kentucky.
Yeah. Clap for everybody, folks. See, they're here. They're on. They show up. They just don't clap when I'm talking. All right. Please
stop now.
It's okay. I love you too. Put those back on. You can't walk around without that on. No, that's gross. All right. Let's see. Deke, I saw that your governor, Democratic governor, Andy Bashir. Andy Bashir, I guess he swore into office again. So once again, the red state of Kentucky has got a blue governor.
Yeah,
you guys must love that guy. You must love him.
No, well, I mean, I'm not going to get into it. It's the same thing as it's the same thing as the country. Half of the 80 Kentucky has 120 counties, and Andy Bashir lost 112 in the last election. He won Louisville and the counties with the cities of Louisville and Lexington, and those are the most populated counties.
Right. Well, so, you know what they say. Cities matter, and you people in the country don't shut your mouth.
Yeah, shut our mouth and do what the people in the fucking cities want.
Get in line. Do what you're told.
Point out is that there's a buttload of people in two little bitty places, and then all over the place, all these other people are like, "Hey, we don't want that," but these two little places are like, "We want this, we want this, we want this," so they win. And they speak for everybody else. So most of the state does not like Andy Bashir. Okay, right. We don't give a crap. I had the stories come up in my news this morning. I had two news stories because one was a little local girl won a little contest, like an essay writing contest for the inauguration. And then this story, a full day of activities today. Kentucky Governor Andy Bashir and Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman will be inaugurated. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not reading this crap because 99.9% of my listeners do not care about Andy Bashir. All right. And the people that do care about Andy Bashir, they already know.
Right.
So
okay.
What I'm trying to get at is most people do not like Andy Bashir in our
and yet
state.
somehow he's
still elected. I think the reason I told you the reason why I think Daniel Cameron did not win. Daniel Cameron was the Republican nomination for governor. He is the current Attorney General of Kentucky. He was the first Black Attorney General of Kentucky, and I guess he would have been the first Black governor of Kentucky as well.
Oh, really?
That first Black Republican governor. But Daniel Cameron did not win, and a lot of people were saying it was BS and whatnot. And I heard just this conspiracy tinfoil hat rumor, but it made a lot of sense to me, is that if something happened to Mitch McConnell between now and 4 years from now, they would have Daniel Cameron to elevate into his spot.
Right.
Instead of just having, oh my God, we don't have anybody. Let's throw this person. They've already got a front runner in store for all of that.
You don't think? Okay, so you don't think that the fact that he was a Black candidate harmed him in his?
No,
right?
Not in Kentucky.
I mean, had he been elected governor, his national profile would have been elevated, which would have helped him in a Senate race. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we won't. Maybe not. Maybe Mitch McConnell just stays
a vampire and lives to be 500 years old.
Drinks the blood of children and keeps going. All right, so there's some other.
Maybe that's what's in Heinz ketchup. Maybe he knew it all along. Maybe the Heinz. Maybe that's why he married her. And
okay, so I mentioned the Kentucky kind of local race, and my wife is yelling.
That's all right.
See if I can. I also had this other local story, and the reason why I bring this up, I had it in the news yesterday, but we didn't get to it. And then someone spoke to me yesterday and was like, "Did you hear about this?" And I was like, "I did," and I didn't realize you would know. So Sheila Jackson Lee, the famed congresswoman from Harris County, Texas, awful human being, that we did a story on. If you recall, we did a story where we played some audio clip that had leaked out of her office where she berated and badgered and cursed and just was awful foul language at a poor staffer intern, probably. Sheila Jackson Lee, following the release of that recording, somehow lost her election bid to be mayor of Houston.
Wow.
So, the residents of Houston instead chose a man named Whitmore, who was a state Senate Democrat, and he ran and he defeated her. And my understanding is that since it's Harris County, since it's Houston, a Republican can't win. So this might be a Republican-ish guy that ran as a Democrat, because that's the only way you can get anything, you can get elected. And poor Sheila Jackson Lee, she did not win her electoral bid. So that's so sad for her. So shocking nobody, she is now filing to run for re-election in Congress after a landslide mayoral defeat. So she's gonna, fail upwards, I guess, and just keep on keeping on. 16 terms as a congressperson. 16 terms. That's 32 years of being in Congress and getting very little done for people of Texas. Okay, I just wanted to float that story over there. Let's get rid of this one. What else? I saw this yesterday. Now, I don't think you watch Tucker very much, but
sometimes.
Yeah, he got fired from Fox News, obviously, earlier this year, and then became like a huge presence on Twitter. And now, let's see. Just gonna do. Now Tucker is starting. I saw this and I was like, I can understand following Tucker on Twitter and following him on Twitter, and maybe even buying Twitter Blue and whatever. But I saw this story. Let me see if I can presenter it. It's not even
Presenterate it, JG.
See if I can presenter it. I wish we were both on screen. I don't like this. I'm going to talk to Axel at Rumble. I'm going to be like, Axel, fix this, dude. Ex-Fox News opinion host Tucker Carlson is launching his own TV network subscription streaming service for $9 a month or $72 a year. You can watch Tucker Carlson interview people and have access to his inbox and watch documentaries and stuff like that.
How much a month?
His $9 a month. I hope that they can hear you. Folks, let us know if you can't hear Deke when it's on presentation mode. Would you pay? I mean, like, I won't even pay for Netflix and Hulu and all the other ones, much less like I like Tucker, but
$9 a month, dude. That's my kids are but I mean, look, Christmas presents this year. I ain't paying none. I'm not paying $9 a month to you.
Have you seen the Biden economy? Come on,
interview somebody. Good God.
No, he is very popular. People do love him. But the thing is that the demographic that he was most popular with, the thing that made him super valuable to Fox News, was that his appeal was like to the 55 to like 65 demographic, which is the largest voter block traditionally. And it was a huge demographic for Fox News. But
most of them's got probably a little extra money, because that's the generation, the end of the generation that was right before us, so they're not struggling as much. It seems like it was our generation when we got into our middle ages that was like, hey, we're going to screw you guys. Your parents were able to do this, but you guys are going to have to work 50 times as hard. So
But is that demographic are they the ones likely to sign up for some subscription streaming service? Right. They're the ones that will just watch TV or not watch TV.
My dad still got satellite. I'm like, dude, you pay $100 a month for this? Come on. You can watch this on. I said, you can watch this on Pluto for free.
Yeah. I'm not sure that
the demographic. I just downloaded a new one the other day that I was like, well, which one is this one?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
There's so many. It's very confusing.
It's like, you can watch this on this for free. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Freebie and Pluto and I don't know what else.
Oh, yeah. I've got Vudu and Tubi and Pluto. And then I got 50 that we freaking pay for.
All right.
I got one for you.
Yeah, please. See if you can presenterate.
Yeah, I can presenterate. I just wanted to present some of these here real quick, just to keep these on your mind. No,
it's got me again.
It's okay. It may be because you're the host.
Yeah, so I just took myself down.
Oh,
can you
okay.
okay, go on.
The White
Yeah.
House, another aid package for Ukraine to be announced before the end of the year. Another support package for Ukraine can be expected from the White House before the end of this year. John Kirby told the press yesterday. Concerns for the continuation of U.S. support to Ukraine have grown after months of infighting Congress over government spending, including military aid for Ukraine. We don't have many more weeks left in this year to be able to provide security assistance. So I would fully expect that you're going to see us announce additional security assistance before the end of the month. You like how they word a shitload of money? You spelled a shitload of my tax money wrong.
Yeah,
additional security assistance is how they spelled your tax dollars there. Come back, JJ. Where are you? Oh, I miss you.
Am I back? There I am.
So there was that. So there's where
look at that. That's how we do that.
Tax money. I'm freaking out, dude.
Another
thing that I wanted to point out is that due to all of this craziness going on in the desert, Joe Biden, your glorious president, has reaffirmed that he's a Zionist. All right.
Oh,
so he's basically
really?
Like, don't shoot a missile at me. Don't be mad at me. I believe in.
Yeah. So I'm not super into whatever this is Zionism, but doesn't that just mean that Israel, Zion is, as far as I know, just means that Israel, you think that Israel has a right to exist. I think that's what it means. There should be a state of Israel. And to which I'm like, I guess so. I don't really have an opinion. Sure.
I don't know.
What is Zionism?
I do believe that some people should not exist.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to name those people.
I just got a letter here. That's strange. You got an acceptance letter to Harvard, Deke.
Sweet.
Acceptance letter. All right.
That's pretty great. All right, JJ, I got one more for you. You're going to like these. Look at that beautiful visage right there, JJ. Look at this. Hang on, let me rewind. It won't let me rewind.
She kind of looks like that movie Saw. Just if you just pause her face, just look at her face. Doesn't she kind of look like that?
I was hoping that
Saw
they would
thing.
Enlarge her face a little bit here. Oh my God.
Oh, there we go. Great.
Does she look plastic? She's got a lot of makeup on.
Well,
it's definitely not 1960 anymore, is it? All right. Well, anyway, the reason that we're looking at the beautiful visage of Hillary Clinton is she has stepped out as a key player in Biden's reelection efforts. So any of you out there that were on the fence with Pete, maybe this has kicked your ass off the fence while you were looking at the girl sitting next to you. Yeah, so there you go. I don't have to read the story. I don't have to explain it to you at all. You understand what's going on there. How do I flip us? Ooh.
Yeah, it's down there. That's how you do that. No, we're getting used to these new controls, folks. Ooh. Wait, did it just that was disorienting. They should have a transition or something.
Okay. One more.
You got another one?
I got one more for you. All right. You don't know this is coming up, but something's going on today. JJ, one of the biggest surveillance votes in U.S. Will the FBI finally stop spying on Americans today?
Probably not.
Let's see. Today, U.S. politicians are going to vote on the FISA Reform Bill and Reauthorization Act of 2023. This bill would greatly expand the surveillance possibilities of U.S. and non-U.S. citizens. Privacy-first companies like Mozilla, Tuda, whatever, and the Tor Project will call on policymakers to not cement such surveillance measures with the FISA 702 surveillance. So Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Acts, that's what the FISA stands for, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Acts. It allows the U.S. authorities to spy on foreigners to prevent terrorism attacks. Sounds good, right?
Okay.
However, a vast amount of data from U.S. citizens is scooped up by the NSA and regularly abused by the FBI via backdoor searches on U.S. citizens without warrants or probable cause. This practice must end. FISA Section 702 must not be reauthorized. So they have sent some open demand letters, and all these companies, as you can see here, have
Oh, look
signed.
at that. DuckDuckBgo, Mozilla. Okay.
Yeah,
Proton.
more,
These are all.
they're not little companies. These are big,
Mm.
these are big companies.
Yeah, but they're big into security and privacy and things like that.
Mhm.
We will have none of that. That's going to be.
So that's
Congress is going to reauthorize FISA. You get folks watch your Republican freedom loving Republicans are going to vote that shit back into power because there's no good guys. There's no good guys.
Do you have another story? I do. I just got a break coming up in 15 seconds.
Oh, okay. Do you? I saw this, so I got this one. Let me pull this up.
Just give me just a second.
Do. That's the wrong button. I got to get used to these new buttons. Here we go. Elon Musk. His Twitter takeover lawsuit gains steam as a judge advances investors' claims. In the months after negotiating a buyout of Twitter, but before being forced to consummate the deal in October, your audio is coming through, Deke.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. Elon deployed a scorched earth tactics in an attempt to lower the price of the $44 billion acquisition of Twitter. On Monday, a federal judge advanced a lawsuit from investors who say that he suffered losses when they sold their shares in Twitter, now known as X, because of posts from Musk claiming that can't be true because he bought Twitter at a premium. He overpaid. He overpaid.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. No, I can't hear you. No. Because of post. I mean, I heard you say that, but
I'm going to have to do something different with this. I'm going to have to mute this when I go on the air on Rumble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it won't do it the way that I was doing it over there.
Oh, well, maybe check your audio input or something. I don't know. But I mean, like it was only bleeding through for a second. I think it was just audio of your speakers coming through the mic, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. U.S. Judge Charles Breyer found that several of Musk's statements were false or misleading, in part because he waived due diligence. The suit filed last year is one of several against Musk over his actions leading up to and after the all-cash acquisition of X. It accused him of substantially driving the company's stock down with the aim of completely backing out of the deal or renegotiating the buyout price. Leading up to the acquisition, Twitter significantly decreased from $71.69 in July 2021 to $43.42 in March 2022, which the suit alleged led to Musk. Okay, yeah, but he put his buy-in offer on like Pi Day. It was like 3/14/2022. So like you can't blame him for his losses when he didn't even have an offer in. I think this is a bogus lawsuit. But whatever. People going to try to get some cash, going to try to get some scratch.
Absolutely.
You got any AI news?
I got some secret stories here. Oh, I meant to put this one in.
What's this do?
I meant to put this one in. No, I've got some space news. It's not really alien news, but it's kind of space news. I meant to put this story in. Let me share this one real quick before we get to anything else. I read this story yesterday, and then I seen it come up today, and I thought, oh yeah, here's this. I thought this was really kind of interesting. These farmers in this Mexican province have went to battle with these particular Mexican cartel and killed a bunch of them, including their commander. So at least 14 people were killed, and they say 10 of them belonged to the La Familia, this Micho whatever.
Yeah.
Carna cartel that was started in like the late 80s or the early 90s, I believe. And they have been extorting these farmers in this area, the rural town of that word right there that I'm not going to try to pronounce.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, they were like charging these farmers a peso per square meter to the criminal group. And they were doubling it, and the farmers did not have a very good year, and they were going to starve. They were either going to be killed by the gang members or starve if they had to pay that. So they invited them out to a soccer field, and there was a bunch of farmers and a bunch of Mexican cartel members out there, and they were filming it, and they invited them out to the soccer field and said, "Come on out and we'll pay you." And they came on out, and
did they pay them? Loose. There was no paying.
There was several members of the farmers with melee weapons and ranged weapons, and one of the ranged weapons fired a shot, and then you can imagine what happened. And it was caught on camera, and there's some video of all this nastiness if you're one of those twisted people that has to see stuff like that.
Okay, so did the cartel kill the farmers, or did the farmers kill the cartel people?
The farmers started it. One of the farmers fired the shot first, and they started it. The cartel members were like running, and the farmers were like chasing them from what the thing said. And the commander got killed, and then the police chief of the town was like, "We've been trying to get his ass for 8 years."
So it doesn't really seem like it kind of seems like
the farmers actually
it's not really a problem here.
The farmers actually told the army, the Mexican army, "Hey, this is fixing. We need your support," and nobody came.
Yeah.
So they had to do what they had to do, man. They said we were either going to starve or be killed by the cartel.
Isn't this like the plot of Three Amigos, though?
It is exactly the plot of Three Amigos. Oh my God. They were. El Guapo was coming into the town. He was extorting the town.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley, that's one of our movies that we bonded over when she was, because I was like, look up here, and she knew what I was doing. Yeah. Or I think I said, I think I knew what it was. We have a lot of buttercups that bloom out here at a certain time of the year in the fields, and they're just everywhere. These little yellow flowers that are just beautiful. There's millions of them that show up in fields, and they're beautiful, but farmers hate them because they take over your damn fields. Right. And we'll drive by, and I'll be like, "Oh, my little buttercup," and then she would go, "Smile," as the Swedish smile. Sorry, we're dumb.
All right. Okay.
All right. I got one more cool one for you, JJ. If you don't have one.
Okay. I don't. I'm just looking through here.
All right. I got this one. Great. You like sharks, right?
Oh, I love sharks.
All right. I got a good one for you. You'll like this. Scientists have discovered a 512-year-old shark, which would be the oldest living vertebrae on the planet. Why isn't the story coming up? Let me try to show it up again. There it is. The oldest living vertebrae on the planet. So they found this shark in the northern Atlantic Ocean. It is I can't remember what type of shark. A Greenland shark. They actually tend to outlive most other animals because they're very slow growing species. They generally they reach a mature age at 150 years old. Some reports have shown that some of these sharks have lived almost 400 years. They study them through their eyes. Okay, and I don't think it didn't describe like the process that it went through, but they say no less than 28 Greenland sharks were studied and analyzed for this research paper. The new age determination method for these sharks definitely brings much needed accuracy to the field than the older methods that they were using. Scientists used to use the size of the animal to determine the shark's length. But now they use, like I said, I can't find that where it was saying about the fish's eyes. And another reason is they're the apex predator. They're at the top of they're the king of the food chain. There's nothing that eats these animals. The only thing that bothers them really is these little parasites that get on their eyes. So,
how do they know it's 500 years old?
It's the way that their eyes. I can't find where it said that.
Right.
Because this damn, it's so little. And
like that's neat, but like, you don't have shark eyes, I guess.
There we go. No.
I'm curious about this. I would want to know. I would want to know how they know that. Like, you obviously that the shark is older than modern science. Like, going back to like 1800s, older than that. I just don't know how they would know that. I don't understand.
It's said in here, right here, the discovery was detailed in a research study published by the journal Science. Marine biologist Jules Nielsen and his team used a technique to measure the amount of radiocarbon in the eye lenses of Greenland sharks, revealing the possible age for this senior animal. The possible age.
Yeah.
So they know that they are old. They're using this method. The sucker looks old, don't he? I mean, look at that dang thing. That is a little swimming fossil.
I mean, I agree. It definitely looks old, but then again, like, I don't know anything about sharks. Not really.
I don't either. Yeah. I don't either.
Is it possible? I mean, I don't know. You know how I am. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and I just don't like. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody even say, "Oh, you can use eye radiocarbon to see how old you are."
Well, I mean, their explanation is very interesting because we're beginning to find out about cold temperatures, cold baths, human beings in cold water, how it affects our cells and heals and does all this stuff to us. Whether you believe it or not, there's been a lot of research on that. And they say that these things have a very slow metabolism. They've seen these sharks all over the world. But if you were 512 years old, man, that would give you enough time to swim all over the damn world too. But they say they prefer the waters around Greenland up there because that's the cold temperature that they like to be in, So, and that's what, I mean, the scientists are saying. Right, they're saying that we have no idea, but if we had to guess, it would probably have to do with their slow metabolism and the fact that they prefer to live in these cold waters. And that has to have something to do with it. And the fact that they don't have anything that hunts them, all they do is swim around and eat.
Well, I have no problem believing that a thing that isn't hunted can live for a long time. But
look at humans.
Just outrageous.
Look at humans. Can you imagine if we had something that hunted us? We wouldn't be like we are today.
We do. It's the IRS. So, all right, man. We've only got a couple minutes left. I think we should just do our jokes, and we'll call this a mostly a success of Rumble. I need to send an email to Alex, and I've also got a conference call I got to get on in a minute. So
okay,
I'm gonna send it at not Alex, Axel. I'm gonna send an email to Axel and be like, "Hey, Axel, love it."
You know Axel Rose?
No, not Axel Rose. That guy can't fix anything. I don't have an Axl Rose joke. I don't know. I don't know how I'm even supposed to respond to that. Anyway, joke time. At the end of our show, we always do jokes. So here we go. Deke, what kind of shoes does a cat burglar wear?
I don't know.
Sneakers. Oh, my audio didn't work. Of course it didn't. Nothing can go right. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay,
I heard it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
Seriously? Oh, yeah. I can't hear it. I'm muted.
All right. Here's mine. An Englishman, a Frenchman, a Spaniard, and a German all are watching a dolphin do some excellent tricks. Englishman, a Frenchman, a Spaniard, and a German are all watching this dolphin do some excellent tricks. The dolphin notices that the four gentlemen have a very poor view, so he jumps a little higher out of the water and calls out, "Can y'all see me now?" And they respond, "Yes, we see you." It was a Englishman.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I forgot to put the outro video into the thing, so we don't have that to listen to. So we're just gonna do it like this. Bye. Dun 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 dun. We usually have music. Pretend we have music. Put it in post. That's never gonna happen. Bye.